Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Jordan takes Victor hostage and Billy warns Chance to get in line. Today on The Young and the Restless, Billy warns Chance, Phyllis nurses a hangover, and Nikki and the Newmans panic over Michael's update. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. In Summer's suite, she awakens next to Chance, who nuzzles her neck and kisses her. He muses, "Last night." She smiles, "Don't break the spell." They kiss until their phones go off and it's back to reality. Chance reads a text from Billy summoning him to talk. At Society, Billy encounters a hungover Phyllis and quips, "Rough night?" Phyllis flinches. He offers to go get her raw eggs as per her old hangover cure, but she refuses. Some of her good ideas weren't so good at all. Billy needles her for being hungover at her age, and Phyllis complains about him being so judgy. "Go away." Billy replies, "I'll be right over here if you need me," and sits at another table. He takes a call from Chance, and asks how soon he can meet. Chance turns as Summer invites him to join her in the shower. He tells Billy, "Don't wait on me, man. I'll be there when I can." Billy looks at his phone in puzzlement. Looking over at Phyllis, Billy decides to approach her. He feels compelled to cheer her up and says he wants to help. Phyllis is skeptical and asks if this is his act of good karma for the week. Billy supposes so, since he feels guilty about leaving Chelsea alone up at the school to face challenges with Connor. He reminds Phyllis he's a good listener. Phyllis removes her glasses, cringing, and says she appreciates what he's doing, but she doesn't want to talk to him about what's going on with her. She tells him that offering clears him of any guilty feelings. Talk turns to Chancellor Winters and Phyllis says Amanda told her he's trying to stake a claim and that there's a power play going on between him and Devon. At Newman, Adam updates Nick on Connor. Nick's sympathetic and urges him to go be with his family. Adam relays that he came back to get some of Connor's things, and he's supposed to meet with their dad, but he's gone MIA. Adam saw that Claire was released. Nick tells him that Victoria's house burned down last night. "Thank God, no one was there." Adam gawps, "How did that happen?" Just then, they both receive summons from Michael, who wants them at the ranch. Adam heads out the door, but Nick says he just got information. It's something he has to handle. He'll meet him at the ranch. At the ranch, Nikki panics when Michael shows up without Victor. She demands to know what happened. In a car, Jordan keeps her gun trained on Victor, who's driving. She warns him not to try anything. Victor assures her he intends to see this through to the end. Jordan doesn't think anyone's followed them. Victor tells her he made sure no one knew where they were meeting. Besides, he gave himself up willingly to ensure her escape. Jordan notes he's not foolish enough to work against her. She laughs, "So, tell me. What does your family think of our little arrangement?" She guesses they're not too happy. Victor says he made this decision on his own. Jordan knows Seth and Claire were involved. Victor calls her out for burning down Victoria's house. Jordan complains about Claire abandoning her for the family who destroyed Eve. She asks if he's just using her the same way he used her sister. Victor says Claire was only too happy to help seal her fate. At the ranch, Nikki peppers Michael with questions. Michael admits Jordan has not been arrested, but tells her that Victor insisted he explain the final phase of the plan to the whole family. Nikki fumes, "Please just tell me he's all right." Michael gabbers that there are safeguards in place to protect Victor. Nikki persists as Claire wanders in and asks Michael, "Did you meet with Jordan?" Nikki has been trying to get that information out of him. Cole and Victoria arrive and Nikki updates them that Victor met with Jordan last night and hasn't come back. Michael will explain. He's just waiting on Nick and Adam. Adam walks in and Nikki demands Michael talk. "We're not waiting for Nicholas." Michael says, "Very well," and informs them that Victor's with Jordan, who is holding him hostage. Jordan thinks Victor is tricking Claire into thinking he cares about her just to get to her. Victor guesses Jordan plans to kill him tonight. Jordan chuckles. That would be so messy. Victor reminds her they've settled things. Jordan replies, except for one problem, and it's a biggie. Who's to say he won't have her bank account drained once she tells Attorney Baldwin his whereabouts? Your plan is a joke. Victor complains. Is she pulling out of their deal already? Why play along then? Jordan wanted to get him alone. Now, she has him and is going to make him pay. At the ranch, Nikki snarls at Michael, how did you let this happen? Adam questions Claire and Victoria tells him to leave her alone. Michael says, listen up, everybody. As Victor predicted, Jordan called Claire back last night. Claire relays what she told her. Michael says Jordan took the bait and details how they met her in the alley. She arrived out of nowhere with a big old gun. She could have killed them both if she wanted. Nikki wails. Victoria asks why Michael let her lead their father away at gunpoint. Michael didn't do anything. Victor had more bait to dangle, and Jordan took it. He shares what Victor offered her. Adam asks why she took him hostage. Michael replies, to prove it wasn't a trap. She wants to lock him up somewhere until she can get away. Chance and Summer arrive at Society and approach Phyllis and Billy. Chance tells his uncle, I came as fast as I could. Billy says that's great and leads him off to another table. Summer asks her mother, what is up with you? Phyllis claims she didn't get much sleep and wants to know what's up with her. Summer says she's just getting takeout to take back to the office. Phyllis urges her to sit down and grills her about Chance. Summer thinks she's a little too invested in this. Phyllis asks again what's going on between them. She notes they arrived together, but not for a breakfast date. Phyllis realizes they had a sleepover and Summer admits it. I'm having fun and I think he is too. Phyllis is thrilled for her daughter. At least one of us is having a successful dating life. Across Society, Billy asks Chance for an update. Chance first asks about Chelsea and Connor. Billy says everything will be okay, but it's going to be a process. He asks about Devin and Nate while he was away. Chance says, to be blunt, they seemed relieved that he wasn't around. Billy narrows his eyes, that's exactly what I want to hear. In fact, it makes me very happy. Chance is confused. Billy says it means his presence is creating pressure that keeps everyone on their toes. Chance wants to know his real agenda. Is he content to run things smoothly, or is he making a power move? He wants to know if his mentor is using him as a spy for his own purposes. At Phyllis's table, she tells Summer she's jealous of her feeling of butterflies over Chance. Her instincts were right, I knew you guys were meant to be. Summer asks her mother what's going on with her. She sounds like she's in mourning for something she doesn't have. What happened last night? Does it have to do with Danny? At the ranch, Victoria and Nikki can't believe Victor would do this. Adam asks Claire if any of this was her idea. Are you working with your aunt? Claire replies, no. Victoria fumes, how dare you? Claire insists she wants Jordan locked up as much as the rest of them. She lied to her for her entire life. Adam isn't buying it. Cole barks, enough with the accusations. Claire realizes her mom was right, Adam's not like the rest of the Newmans, who have been welcoming. Nikki tells everyone to stop. This isn't helping them find out what happened to Victor. Michael thinks Victor is fine. He warned Jordan he would drain her bank account unless she called with Victor's location as soon as she was out of the country. Victoria asks if they're just supposed to sit around and wait and pray that Jordan sticks to her end of the deal. Nikki's skeptical she will. Michael saw in her eyes that the escape hatch was too desirable to pass up. Adam asks what his father's backup plan is. Michael doesn't know that in a warehouse. Jordan holds her gun on Victor whilst opening a big metal door. She ushers him into a dungeon-like room with an ancient mattress in it. Victor muses, you planned ahead, didn't you? Jordan quips, cozy, isn't it? She muses that it's the perfect place for him and his beloved Nikki to die a horrible death, but, alas, he's going to have to die alone. She muses that he played right into her hands. Victor chastises himself for being so foolish as to think he could outsmart her. Jordan informs him that his arrogance will be his downfall. Victor believes she intends to leave him there to die, but questions how she'll live with no money. Jordan tells him he can't buy her off. He'll rot there in that hole and his family will mourn him. Until she comes for them too. As she rambles, someone sneaks up behind Jordan and tastes her on the neck. She falls to the ground and Victor grunts, "I was starting to think you wouldn't come." At society, Phyllis quips, "Danny who?" She doesn't want to talk about her love life, but admits she went up to bat and struck out. Summer muses, "You can't be that surprised. It's hard to compete with Danny and Christine's connection." Phyllis complains that even her own daughter doesn't think she deserves love. At Billy's table, he tells Chance it benefits them both for him to have a bigger presence at Chancellor Winter's. Chance guesses this is to protect Jill. Billy warns Chance if he wants a place in the company, he better get in line behind him. At the ranch, Michael laments that he's as much in the dark as the rest of them about what happens next. Claire warns that Jordan is volatile. Michael says Victor told him he has another shoe to drop. One Jordan won't see coming. In the warehouse, Jordan comes to on the dirty mattress and asks, "Where am I?" Victor tells her she ain't in the south of France. "Cozy, isn't it?" Jordan asks Nick, "How did you know we were here?" Victor holds up a tracking device. Jordan knows no one was behind them. Nick says he was on a parallel route. She looks around frantically and Nick holds up the gun. "Are you looking for this?" Victor leans down in Jordan's face and growls, "Don't you ever underestimate me." Next on The Young and the Restless, Devin stands his ground with Billy, Daniel receives a surprise visitor, and Victor goes to great lengths to protect Nikki.